السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا، وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. We will be talking today about Estea'aza, and we will be covering Estea'aza in relation to the Tajweed, or relation to recitation. We will be talking about the meaning of Estea'aza and Sigha Estea'aza and other topics which relate to Estea'aza. What is the meaning of Estea'aza? The meaning of Estea'aza is to seek protection of Allah Azza wa Jal from the Shaitan al-Rajim. And what is the Sigha of Estea'aza? Well, the forms of Estea'aza, which is known forms. First of all, you have to choose, or you can choose from the forms which is authentic forms. One of the most common one and favored by a lot of scholars is the one which is mentioned in Surah Al-Nahl, فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. So one of the most famous forms is أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. There's other forms or siyagh isti'adha which is taken from the Sunnah, or it's transmitted through the qira'at. So you have choices in these forms. You can choose any of these forms when you want to start the recitation. One of the forms is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إن الله هو السميع العليم, and another one أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم, and there is others. The most important thing again is to choose one of the authentic forms and not to make something up. So you don't say أعوذ بالله الجبار من الشيطان المكار or anything like that. What is the ruling of Estea'aza? حكم الاستعاذة. There is two main opinion here. The first one is that the Estea'aza is wajibah. Estea'aza is obligatory. And the ulama who believe in this took the evidence from the ayah itself, the ayah in Surah Al-Nahl that we mentioned. فَإِذَا قَرَأْتَ الْقُرْآنَ فَاسْتَعِذْ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. And they say that this is a order from Allah Azza wa Jal for us to say the Estea'aza, and if you don't say it, according to this view, that you're sinful, and you have to say it all the time when you start reading the Quran Kareem. The second opinion, and actually this is the favored opinion, is that the Estea'aza is a recommendation. And the scholars who believe in this opinion will say that the Estea'aza, or the order, or the ayah in Surah Al-Nahl is a recommendation actually. It's not an order from Allah Azza wa Jal. It's a recommendation from Allah Azza wa Jal for us to say Estea'aza. There is other evidence which support this opinion. One of them in the hadith al-Musi'u Salata. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did not mention Estea'aza in this hadith, which mean that the Estea'aza, or according to the scholars, this is an evidence that Estea'aza is not obligatory. If it was wajibah, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam will have told the Sahabi to say Estea'aza when he was recommending him or teaching him how to pray a salah that is accepted by Allah Azza wa Jal. Another hadith we will mention here, that Sahaba saw Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam smiling and asked him, Ya Rasulullah, why did you smile, or why are you smiling? Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told them, a surah just came to me now, and he said, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Inna a'tainaka al-Kawthar, until the end of the surah. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in this hadith did not say A'udhu billahi shaitan rajim according to this hadith. If it was obligatory, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam will have said it or read it or recited it before he start the surah in front of the Sahaba. And another one is that the Estea'aza is not written in the Mus'haf. If it's obligatory or wajibah or part of the Quran, it will be written in the Mus'haf, and it is not written in Mus'haf. Unlike Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, which we will be talking a little bit in more detail when we talk about Basmalah. What is ahwal al-Estea'aza? What is the circumstances of Estea'aza? So we have two main ahwal, jahran or sirran, like say it loudly or say it silently. You say it loudly, or these are just a recommendation or options actually. You can choose anyone in any situation, of course. But mainly you say it loudly if you're reading loudly. So if you read loudly, it's better to say it loudly. Especially if you read in front of people, when you want the people to pay attention to your qira'ah. For example, in gathering, Islamic gathering or ceremonies, where people usually start with the Quran Kareem before starting any program, for example, the Qari will start with Quran Kareem, and this situation is preferable to say A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem loudly, so people will start paying attention and know that the Quran will be recited in or very soon. The other situation, or a common situation which usually happen when there is a halaqah, people are reading together, either a teaching halaqah or just a kind of ibadah halaqah, where people read in a row, or people read after each other. The first one, it's preferable to say Estea'aza loudly, and the rest either can say it loudly or silently, or don't say it at all. But the first one, for the first one especially, it's recommended to say it loudly. What is the ahwal isti'adha sirran, or sirran, the situation where you say it sirran most commonly? And it's more commonly to say sirran, actually. One of the most famous situation is in the salah. In the salah, you say it silently and then start reading the Fatiha, especially in Salat Jahran I'm talking about, like Isha or Fajr or Maghrib. There's a lot of hadith that the Sahaba did not hear Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam saying it in the salah, meaning that he most likely said it silently. Most likely he said it silently. And also, when you're reading silently, of course, when you read silently, you say it silently. You don't say the Isti'aza loudly and start reading the Quran silently, of course. So, for example, you don't say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Of course, this is not a common way to say it, or not expected from somebody to say Isti'aza loudly and then start reading the Quran silently.